I have just had an absolutely massive box delivered. I didn't expect it to be quite as big as it was, but turns out it's come with a box. I'll show you what I've got. The title kind of possibly gives it away, but we'll talk about it, hopefully get it set up, and hopefully things work perfectly. I've spent a bit of money this week. I didn't mean to. This week's been a long one. Okay then, let's check this out. I don't know where this is going to get plugged in. I don't know where this is going to get kept. This is a problem. Right, let me try and get it open, because the dude has packaged this very, very well. All right then, I've got you on a tripod while I try and sort this out. So let's not cut into anything we shouldn't, because a little bit of a habit of doing that. I spend a lot of time opening cardboard. I feel like I've got a never-ending supply of cardboard. Hey, that was a success, wasn't it? That was easy. Right. Unboxing live. It's like CX, isn't it? Where's that? I don't want the ink to touch my sofa, because it's fresh ink that I've used to cover stuff. Ooh. So, as you can probably tell, we got a new PS4. A new PS4. You know what I mean. Where's the handle? There's always a handle on these things. Lovely stuff. Ta-da! You know, at this point, the deliveries from this week, the CX hauls and all that sort of thing, are really starting to amount up. I need to get this fixed today, because I don't know about you guys, but when my office is messy, I get stressy and I can't work as efficiently as I should be. Anyway, let's get the PS4 open. So I'm really hoping that this is in pretty good condition, because he seems to have really well took care of just about every part of it. The controller looks pretty clean. It's come with cables and such. I didn't necessarily need cables, because I have sort of an infinite supply, I do feel like, but yeah. I've not had a PS4, a base PS4, in a very long time. Alrighty then. Seems to all be okay. The front could have done with a bit of a clean, but what I'm hoping is that I can put it back there somewhere, along with my other miscellaneous consoles, and just sort of hide it, because there's no room for it in my actual, like, setup. It would just about fit underneath the TV I've just slid, so let's try and get this set up. I won't cable manage it yet. I'll just plug it in and see if it all works before trying to, like, you know, hide the cables. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the PS4 up and running. It's just next to the PlayStation 2, so there is now actually a PlayStation 1 through 5 visible in this shot if you pay enough attention. I've kind of got a high hope. So in buying a PS4 with... Okay, spoilers. This PlayStation should have come with a very rare, very expensive, or at least it's expensive because of it, demo for a game that was never released called PT. It was a trailer for a playable trailer for a Silent Hill game that got cancelled. It was critically acclaimed, and it almost changed the direction the horror games went for quite a long time to come, even to this day, and it has been 10 years. And basically, Sony delisted it. You cannot play it unless it is already installed on a PlayStation 4 without some other workaround that isn't just isn't something I'm bothered about doing. So when you buy a PlayStation 4 like this, you also have to have the login details of the account that has the license for it as well. I'm kind of hoping that I don't actually have to log into this dude's account and change all the settings on it, and that my account should be enough, because technically I have the license, because my account had it way back in the day. It's just that I ended up having to get rid of the PS4 that actually had it on the hard drive. So I'm going to put my PlayStation account on this and hope that I actually don't even have to go into that dude's profile that he sold me, because technically he sold me the PlayStation 4 with PT on it and a PlayStation account to go with it to play it. Alright then, so I've signed in with my account onto the PS4, not the dude's account that he sold me, although I'm starting to get spammed with notifications. Can I start PT? This has been a very, very long time. Am I technically in the game right now? Or is this a cutscene? Hello? Alright, let's start it again. Here we go. Come on. This is a big deal. This is the whole reason the console is expensive. And only going to get more expensive as time goes on. I've seen some of these go for like £1,000 before, because some people are very, very obsessed. I got mine for like 235, I think, 240 at the tops. We'll take a look at what like the PS4 without PT would be worth in a minute on CX. But Yeah, this is pretty cool. It does look like we are in. It does look like we are in. This is... I can't believe how long it's been since I've played this. It could well literally be 10 years. We wouldn't have a lot of the horror games that we have today and the way that they are played today if it wasn't for this. If you were around, like, 16 and up 10 years ago, you'll know just how big of a deal PT really was. Games have been trying to emulate this in terms of, like, copy it for a long time. It's so weird also using a PlayStation 4 controller. I've just noticed there's a Batman logo on my PlayStation 4 controller that this came with. That's interesting. Also, I can't hear the PS4. The PS4 is known to be a jet engine, and yet I don't hear it. Lovely stuff. I can't believe that I have access to PT again. That was money well spent. What a success. Alright, something I'm interested in finding out is how much the PlayStation 4 console is worth just from CEX. So it was boxed, 500 gigabytes, and it's the original one. So it's this one over here. Standard edition, because it doesn't come with anything. 500 gigabytes, grey. Boxed, £155 is what they're selling it for. Or £72 cash. So you know what? I only actually paid less than £100 premium for the sake of getting PT on here. Like, if I wanted this exact PS4 from CEX, I'd still have had to pay £155. So I've paid less than £100 for PT, which, considering the amount of money that I've spent on other games, I think that's justifiable. Like, in the last week alone, we did 150 on the Ultimate Spider-Man limited edition. And of course, we got the duo. So realistically, this was a win. And I've managed to find it a spot back there. Needs some cable managing. Weirdly, my like super HDMI cable didn't work. I had to use a older HDMI cable. I don't know why that is. Maybe the PS4 doesn't work with like really modern HDMI cables, because I have powered HDMI cables because of my fancy ass cable routing. If you've watched my game room tour, when my room was a hell of a lot tidier, by the way, you'll have seen how it's all set up. And I used one of my super cables, and yeah, that didn't work. So I had to use an older cable, but it's working. I'm in my account playing PT, which means I didn't even have to buy that dude's account. Awesome. So right now I'm on PlayStation 5. Let me show you guys what happens if I go and try and download PT on PlayStation 5. So again, they removed it. They removed your ability to download it years and years and years ago when the game got cancelled. So if I come down to the bottom of my collection, it'll be listed in here. See, it'll say that it's playable. It'll say that it's playable on PS4, but if it's ever deleted from that PlayStation 4, you aren't able to download it again. This PS4 game or demo isn't playable on PS5. You have another version of the game, switch versions, but it's a standard message. You have to have a PS4 with it pre-installed. If at any point it leaves that hard drive, it's almost impossible to get it back on without loads of silly DNS workarounds or modding and things like that. Things that I'm just not interested in. I like my stuff to just be normal for the most part. The only thing I've ever modded to any degree was some handhelds. In terms of regular consoles, yeah. And to be fair, I was considering going through my my Narnia storage, which is what we call the loft, because we don't really have a loft, we just have the eaves of the house through this like tiny baby door upstairs. And I was tempted to get my PlayStation 4 Pro out just to have it down here as well, to complete the lineup of consoles. Because right now, like I said, if you pay really close attention, you can actually see one of every PlayStation generation. So over there is the PS1. Over there, the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 4. And the PlayStation 5. There's also a Wii, a 360, and 2 Switches. So how many consoles is that back there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's now 10 consoles back there, all plugged in, all working at once. That's not bad. Also, on a side note, I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and I'm just getting destroyed for the most part because it's the way games are now. And I think that a lot of it might be down to the fact that I play on a 77-inch TV now. Like when I used to play Call of Duty like as a sweaty kid, 32 inches was the max. Maybe pushed it to the 40-inch TV behind me. I am tempted to plug my Series X into that TV back there and just see what playing on that screen is like and see if I do better. Because I do think that a 77-inch TV is detrimental. Because you've got to think, right? the video frame probably doesn't do it justice for the scale of it, but like, say the minimap is in the top left corner, my eyes have to move quite dramatically to look at the minimap versus looking dead center of the screen at like people coming at me, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably not ideal scenario. Like, there is a reason why like people that play Call of Duty competitively game on like 28-inch monitors, not something like 5 times that size. I would say that today's been a pretty decent success, especially with how quickly that got to me. Like, it was only the other day that I made a video where I mentioned PT and was stumbling around on eBay and saw a console going for 230, and I was like, that seems cheap, because I've seen them go for, I've seen consoles with PT go for double that, quadruple that before. So for 235, I was like, this seems like a real steal, and I put it across in the comment section. I was like, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And only one person went to look and find the listing and couldn't find it, and was like, you've already bought it, haven't you? And I was like, maybe. Because I'm very impulsive. I'm very, very impulsive. And with things like this, you can't afford to wait around, because once it's gone forever. And these are in limited supply because of the way because of what they've done. And if you're one of the people that's going to moan that you could have just done it on PC and it's near enough the same thing, shh. Let people enjoy things. People can do things differently. I'm a collector. I like owning the original stuff. I've bought things before that don't make sense logically. I'll probably do it again, but it's cool, it's for content, it's for my personal satisfaction, it's for the business. It's a triple win, it's all good. Don't worry, if it doesn't affect you personally, don't get offended at what somebody else on the internet that you've never met does. It's a weird position to be in. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, do subscribe, like the video, and all that sort of thing. I'll see you tomorrow.